USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about teams who are building for the future, you've got to mention Vanderbilt. Stadium upgrades, a dynamic crowd. First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee has improved in the last few years. It is the smallest stadium in the SEC, but the Vanderbilt fans are getting louder and more passionate as Clark Lee continues to build a contender in Nashville. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Commodores ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No. At a return. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The run inside, it's Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. It's complete on the right side. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Breaks loose. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Washington. The throw to the outside is complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the 1st, though. So now you've got 4th and very short. And what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeps it on the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, The defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Keeps it on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Sherrill. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the right side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Maryland! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They want to run it left here. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Carter. They're working that left side. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
We've reached a break. It's Maryland with the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Might as well stick with him. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. Slithers into space. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the left. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Carter. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the ball comes to rest right there. Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The give is to Williams. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Howard. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he never had a chance.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The run inside. It's Williams. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnett. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Drills him with the stiff arm. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Carter. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Doors! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. see if they can get something going here late in the half. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Webb. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Washington. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires downfield. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quick.
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carter. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the left. There he goes. Into the house. Touchdown, Commodores.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. At the 45 on his way. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Terrapins will snap it on first and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equally. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more muscle on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Alexander. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Adams. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I love when my quarterback uses his brain. I only need a few yards to get the first down. Nice job. Scrambles around, buys time, gets just enough for the first down.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. Finds the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll go right back to the run. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Running inside, it's Barnett. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Snagged in the middle, it's Fleming. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
The #1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On the run, it's Howard. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Third and 7. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They give it to him again. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, you take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
To the air, it's Carter. Makes the grab, it's Adams. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Shakes off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
It in with one hand. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
He caught it! Touchdown, Vandy! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Calls his own number. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done that way.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Williams. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to throw, it's Washington. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The give. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback keep. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Washington. That's caught. It's Durr. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's going to take off. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.